Hello, everyone. My name is Jim Bohannon, and I'm a member of the Society of Professional Journalists. I'm here taking time out from my get-rich-quick scheme just as soon as I figure out how to make hand sanitizer out of crude oil. For quite a few years, it's been my distinct pleasure and privilege to serve as Master of Ceremonies at the annual awards dinner of the SPJ Washington, D.C. Pro Chapter. Dinner, of course, is usually held in early June at the National Press Club, and this year there is no dinner, no press club ballroom, and we all know why. But SPJ DC is still recognizing excellence in journalism, and you still get the tuxedo. That recognition is what we're here for right now. With the names of the finalists and winners of our Dateline Awards, here are SPJ DC members Stephanie Overman and Steve Taylor, to be followed by Sue Kopen-Katzef and Chapter President Randy Shostak.
Correspondent Award for distinguished coverage of the Washington area, published or broadcast outside the Washington, D.C. area. Finalist, Maria Racio, Austin American-Statesman.
Finalist, Jonathan Salant, New Jersey Advanced Media. Winner, Mark Albert, Chief Investigative Correspondent, Hearst Television.
Daily newspapers, breaking news. Finalist, White House team, The Wall Street Journal. President Trump eyes a new real estate purchase, Greenland. Finalist, Sophie Kaplan, The Washington Times. Unanimous. DC Council members recommend expulsion of Jack Evans. Winner, Staff, The Wall Street Journal. The impeachment of President Donald J. Trump.
Daily newspapers, non-breaking news. Finalist, Claudia Grisalis, Stars and Stripes, for family of fallen Navy linguist fights regulation that forced her deployment to Syria. Finalist, Guy Taylor, Dave Boyer, David R. Sands, and Ben Wolfgang from the Washington Times for their coverage of the U.S.-North Korea Second Summit. Finalist, Antonio Olivo, The Washington Post, for millions of dollars are missing, the sheriff is dead, a small Virginia town wants answers. And the winner is Michael M. Phillips with the Wall Street Journal for the bravest thing Colonel Randy Hoffman ever did was to stop fighting.
Daily newspapers, features. Finalist, Guy Taylor, The Washington Times. Pompeo's foreign policy influence shows limits. Finalist, Thomas Floyd, Washington Post Express. Mahmoud Ibrahimzadeh was nearly an athlete or a doctor. Life's plot twists led him to theater. Finalist, David Montgomery, The Washington Post. Promises and demands. What do Native Americans want from a president? The winner is Eric Kulish, The Washington Post. Stanley Donen, director who filmed Gene Kelly singing in the rain, dies at 94.
Daily newspapers, sports. Finalist, Matthew Paris, The Washington Times, overall sports writing. And the winner, Adam Zelenka from The Washington Times for overall sports writing.
Daily newspapers, business. Finalist, Nick Timoreos, The Wall Street Journal. How the Fed kept the recovery on track. The winner is Ben Wolfgang from The Washington Times for overall business reporting.
Newspapers, front page design. The winner is Robert Cohn, The Washington Times for World Series, Redskins preview, and the NFL Hall of Fame design.
Daily newspapers, series. Finalist, Stephen Dinan, Christopher Vondracek, Valerie Richardson, James Varney, Alex Swoyer, The Washington Times, Losing Our Religion.
Finalist, Missy Ryan, The Washington Post, Women's Experience in National Security. Finalist, Jeff Morduck, The Washington Times, Collateral Damage.
Winner, Claudia Grisalis, Stars and Stripes, Conspiracy of Silence, 3 parts.
Daily newspapers, editorial opinion writing. Finalist, Tom Lavero, The Washington Times, overall writing. Finalist, editorial staff, The Washington Times, Punishing Gold Star Families. Winner, Deborah Simmons, The Washington Times, overall writing.
Daily newspapers, commentary and criticism. Finalist, Celia Wexler, San Francisco Chronicle, overall writing. Winner, Thomas Floyd, The Washington Post, overall writing.
Daily newspapers, investigative journalism. Finalist, Staff's USA Today, the Arizona Republic, and the Center for Public Integrity. Copy, paste, legislate. Finalist, Jeff Forrest, The Wall Street Journal, the FBI Lost Our Son.
Finalist, John Harden, The Washington Post. A federal program was established to help disadvantaged areas. That's not where most of the money goes. And the winner, Tara Kopp, Shirsho Dasgupta, Ben Weider, McClatchy Washington Bureau. Stricken, veterans want answers as new data shows rise in cancers over 2 decades of war.
Daily newspapers, editorial cartoon. Finalist, Alexander Hunter, The Washington Times, Hunter editorial cartoons. Winner, Al Goodwin, The Freelance Star of Fredericksburg, Goodwin editorial cartoons. Daily newspapers, beat reporting. Finalist, Seth MacLachlan, The Washington Times, 2020 Democratic candidates campaign coverage. Finalist, Michelle Lerner, The Washington Post, real estate coverage. Finalist, Ben Wolfgang, The Washington Times, defense reporting.
Winner, Stephen Dinan, The Washington Times, Washington coverage. Weekly newspapers, breaking news. The winner, Joey DiGuglielmo, Washington Blade. Gun scare in DuPont Circle halts 2019 Pride Parade.
Weekly newspapers, non-breaking news. Finalist, Leah Potter, Street Sense Media. Most homeless services are for individuals or families. Small organizations try to fill the gap for expecting mothers. Winner, Sam Collins, The Washington Informer. Millennial grads make waves as DCPS teachers. Weekly newspapers, features. Finalist, Reginald Black, Street Sense Media, and Law at the Margins. The homeless can transform homeless services if they are given a chance. Finalist, Judy Kurtz, The Hill, F-bombs away, why lawmakers are cursing now more than ever.
Finalist, Joey DiGuglielmo, Washington Blade, letting it all hang out at Pride. Did it help us in the long run?
Winner, Judy Kurtz, The Hill, Inside the Secret World of the CIA's Social Media Team.
Weekly newspapers, sports. Finalist, Joey DiGuglielmo, Washington Blade. Trans women face many hurdles in quest to compete fairly.
Winner, Kellen Son, Washington City Paper, overall sports coverage. Weekly newspapers, art, photo illustration. Winner, Meg Rogers, Street Sense Media, Rapidly Left Behind.
Weekly newspapers, series. Winner, Stacey Brown, The Washington Informer, Black Women's Suffrage.
Weekly newspapers, feature photography. Winner, Anthony Tilghman, The Washington Informer, District marks 50th anniversary of first moon landing.
Weekly newspapers, commentary and criticism. Finalist, Joey DiGuglielmo, Washington Blade. Michael W. Smith, Sandy Patty Wow with Kennedy Center Patriotic Shows. Winner, D. Kevin McNear, The Washington Informer. Kids embrace Arthur, Kermit, and SpongeBob, even if they're gay until taught otherwise.
Weekly newspapers, beat reporting. Winner, William Ford, The Washington Informer, Prince George's County coverage.
Magazine features. Finalist, Andrew Clevenger, CQ Magazine, More Seats in the Situation Room. Finalist, Sharon Geinup, Steve Winter with the National Geographic, The Tigers Next Door. And the winner is William Hennigan with Time Magazine, Private Jones Comes Home.
Magazine columns. The winner is Andrew Clevenger from CQ Magazine for The Common Defense.
Television features. Finalist Stephen Goodman, Rebecca Loeb, Ralph Jacodine, J.D. Mack, Cliff Matheson with UDC TV, Higher Education Today, The Music Business. Finalist Stephen Goodman, Heather McAllister, Bonita Bennett, Christy Van Zyl, Colleen Knox, also with UDC TV, Higher Education Today, Connections with Ancestors. The winner is Rick Yarbrough, Jody Fleischer, and Jeff Piper with WRC-TV, Taking Down Active Shooters.
Television sports. Finalist, Diane Roberts, Dave Satchel from WUSA 9 for Taylor Mikesell Makes Buckets. Finalist, Diane Roberts, Tom Hunsicker, WUSA 9 for Nationals Field of Greens Addresses DC Food Deserts. And the winner is Lene O'Neill, Lois Nam with ESPN for Hockey Over Hate.
Television series. Finalist is Terry Tolliver and Parrish Smith with WTTG-TV Fox 5 News for Hidden History. And the winner is Rick Yarbrough, Scott McFarlane, Steve Jones, and Jeff Piper with WRC-TV for The Sick Hospital.
Television, commentary and criticism. The winner is Adam Longo, WUSA 9 for overall commentary.
Television for investigative journalism. The finalist is Rick Yarbrough, Scott McFarlane, Steve Jones, and Jeff Piper of WRC-TV News 4 I-Team, Above the Law? The winner is Scott Taylor and Jim Jocelyn with WJLA-TV ABC 7 News for Secret Classroom Recording.
Radio breaking news. Winner, staff at WTOP-FM, Blackface.
Radio non-breaking news. Finalist, staff, WTOP-FM, government shutdown. Winner, Sasha Ann Simmons, Gabe Bullard, WAMU. They relied on Lyft rides for groceries. Now these seniors must find another way.
Radio features. Finalist Mike Murillo, WTOP, Answering the Call.
Finalists, Sasha Ann Simmons, Jeffrey Katz, Tyrone Turner, WAMU. DC jazz lovers find their groove in offbeat places. Finalists, John Aaron, WTOP, Engine Company 3.
Winner, Megan Clarity, WTOP, Rock Creek Rescue.
Radio sports. Winner, staff, WTOP, overall sports coverage.
Radio business. Winner, Sean Courtney, Sarah Babbage, Adam Shank, Josh Block, and Nico Anzalata. Bloomberg government, autonomous vehicles, and the law. Is Congress at the wheel?
Radio series. Finalist, Jenny Glick, WTOP, Starving for Perfection. Winner, JJ Green, WTOP, The Fog of Espionage.
Radio commentary and criticism. Winner, Dave Johnson, WTOP, overall commentary.
Radio investigative journalism. Winner, Donna Cole, WNAV News, The Poisoning of Bald Eagles on Maryland's Eastern Shore, The History of a Dirty Little Secret.
Radio beat reporting. Finalist, Jason Fraley, WTOP entertainment coverage. Winner, Mitchell Miller, WTOP Capitol Hill coverage.
Magazines and trade publications. In the category of breaking news, the winner is Greg Otto, Jeff Stone for Cyberscoop's The Capital One Hack.
Newsletters and trade publications in the category of non-breaking news. The finalist is Kaustov Basu, Nancy Ognanovich with Bloomberg Industry Group. McConnell shows who's boss after 9-year battle over tax treaties. The winner is Corey Mitchell, Brittany Greason of Education Week for Special Ed Surge Strains Flint Schools and Families.
Newsletters, trade publication. In the features category, the finalist, Zach Cohen from National Journal for Profiles of the Senate's Odd Couples. Finalist, Stu Magnuson from the National Defense Magazine for Quantum Technology, Defense Community Slow to Grasp Potential of Quantum-Based Devices. Finalist, Aaron Mehta from Defense News, How the US and China Collaborated to Get Nuclear Material Out of Nigeria and Away from Terrorist Groups. And the winner is Bill Gloss, Super Lawyers Magazine for I Wanted to Sue Everybody.
Newsletters and trade publications business category. Finalist Megan Poinski, Christopher During, Nami Samita of Food Dive Why Chicago is the nation's capital of food and beverage manufacturing. Finalist, Tamara Lytle, HR Magazine, Marijuana and the Workplace. It's complicated. Finalist, Stephanie Overman, Engineering News Record, Mid-Atlantic. Team takes historic finds in stride at waterfront site. The winner is Tamara Lytle, HR Magazine, Closing the Gender Pay Gap.
Newsletters, trade publications, front page design. The winner is Brian Taylor from National Defense Magazine for National Defense Magazine covers.
Newsletters and trade publications for art and photo illustration. Finalist is Catherine Goldberg of The Cancer Letter, Illustrating Oncology. The winner is Catherine Goldberg, The Cancer Letter, the American Society of Clinical Oncology Annual Meeting.
Newsletters, trade publications, columns. Winner, Paul Fletcher, Virginia Lawyers Weekly, Fletcher's Columns.
Newsletters, trade publications, infographic. Winner, Jacqueline Ong, The Cancer Letter, Oncologic Infographics.
Newsletters, trade publications series. Finalist, Dana Wilkie, SHRM Online, The Employer versus New Grad Disconnect. Finalist, Catherine Morehouse, Gloria Gonzalez, Larry Pearl, and Adeline Kahn of Utility Dive. Road to 100, How 4 cities are leading the renewables revolution.
Finalist, Cara Salpini, Karen Vembar, Nami Sumida, or Retail Dive. Game changers, have women shaped the sportswear market. Winner, Cole Rosengren, Katie Pizik, Susie Nielsen, Igor Gain, Gloria Gonzalez. Waste Dive, high risk hidden workforce in the recycling industry. Newsletters, trade publications, editorial opinion writing. Winner, Jill Itoro, Defense News. Wait, where are all the women?
Newsletters, trade publications, investigative journalism. Finalist, Matthew Ong, Paul Goldberg, The Cancer Letter, 30 Days to Death by Cancer.
Finalist, Mark Pomerleau, Fifth Domain. 2 years in, how has a new strategy changed cyber operations? Finalist, Adam Bender, Carl Hirschenroder, Jonathan Make, Monty Talo, Communications Daily. Communications Daily investigates FCC. And the winner, Corbin Heyer, Mike Sargan, E&E News, EPA, Open for Business.
Newsletters, trade publications, editorial cartoons. Winner, Catherine Goldberg, The Cancer Letter, Goldberg Cartoons. Newsletters, trade publications, beat reporting. Finalist, Benjamin Freed, State Scoop. Ransomware attacks on state and local governments. Finalists, Jesse Burr, Federal Times, Dissecting the Contemporary Fed Experience. Winner, Sean Courtney, Bloomberg Government, Transportation and Infrastructure Reporting.
Online, non-breaking news. Finalist, Julia Airy with Arlington Now for Inside the Fight Over Access to Criminal Case Documents in Arlington. Finalist, Pat Rizzuto, Bloomberg Industry Group for Forever Chemicals Coming to Your Table, If Not Already There. Finalist, Eric Coolish, Fair Warning for Star Safety Ratings, long helpful to car buyers, now languish in the breakdown lane. And the winner, Dave Jameson with HuffPost, How Employers Make It Impossible for Working Women to Breastfeed.
Online features. Finalist, Emma O'Connor and Vera Bergengruen with BuzzFeed News. Military doctors told them it was just female problems. Weeks later, they were in the hospital. Finalist, Gabe Hyatt of Eater, DC. The chef at one of DC's best taquerias learned to cook by fending for himself. Finalists, Laura Francis, Jasmine Yeehan, Christina Brady of the Bloomberg Industry Group, H-1B visas and the Trump administration. The winner is Rebecca Koenig of EdSurge. In DC, teachers run the jail. It's turning inmates into students.
In online sports, finalist, Soraya McDonald from The Undefeated for the one and only Naomi Osaka. Finalist, Jerry Bembry from The Undefeated for Coco Gauff, the girl who would be GOAT. And the winner is Lene O'Neill from The Undefeated for I Don't Want to Be Boogie. DeMarcus Cousins tries on something new for size.
Online business category. Finalist, Will Fitzgibbon with Reporting and Data Teams, International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, and 16 media partners, Mauritius Leaks. Finalist, the staff of the Center for Public Integrity, Trump's Tax Cuts, the Rich Get Richer. The winner is Julia Airy, Vernon Miles, Kalina Newman, Alex Coma of Arlington Now for hyperlocal coverage of Amazon.
For online columns, the winner is Mary C. Curtis with CQ Roll Call.
For online infographic, the winner is Benjamin Freed, Colin Wood, Komi Akumani, Mike Hilario, Danny McGarvey of State Scoop for Ransomware Attacks Map.
Online series. Finalists, Sasha Shopkin with Reporting and Data Teams, International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, La Posta, McClatchy, Miami Herald, and 16 other media partners for Bribery Division. Finalist, Richard Martin, Darren Sweeney, Michael Copley, Garrett Herring with S&P Global Market Intelligence for Overpowered. Finalist, David Martosco with dailymail.com for Land of a Million Orphans. And the winner, the staff of The Undefeated for The Year of the Black Quarterback.
Online feature photography. Winner David Dildine, WTOP.com, Rock Creek Rescue.
Online editorial opinion writing. Finalist, Jesse Washington, The Undefeated, overall writing. Finalist, Rob Woodfork, WTOP.com, Farewell Redskins. Winner, Janetta Rose Barras, DCline.org, editorials on suicide death of 12-year-old charter school student. Online photojournalism. Winner, David Dildine, WTOP.com, flash floods.
Online commentary and criticism. Finalist, Janetta Rose Barras, DCline.org, A Birth, a Family, and the Burden Some DC Children Are Made to Carry. Finalist, Soroya McDonald, The Undefeated, overall commentary. Winner, Brendan Smith, Hyperallergic and Washington Diplomat, From Vietnam to Manifestos to Duchamp.
Online photography story. Winner, Alejandro Alvarez, WTOP.com, student walkout.
Online investigative journalism. Finalist, Megan Clarity, Jack Moore, Julia Ziegler, WTOP.com, 22 Hours, An American Nightmare.
Finalist, reporters, the Center for Public Integrity, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, High Country News, Ohio Valley Resource, State Impact Oklahoma, One Disaster Away. Finalist, Steve Sternberg, U.S. News and World Report, A Crack in the Armor, Military Health System Isn't Ready for Battlefield Injuries.
Winner, Bethany Allen Ibrahimian with Reporting and Data Teams, International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, the Associated Press, NBC News, The New York Times, Le Monde, El País, Irish Times, BBC, Australian Broadcasting Corporation, and CBC Radio Canada. China Cables Exposed, China's operating manuals for mass internment and arrest by algorithm.
Online beat reporting. Finalist, Jonathan Swan, Axios White House coverage. Finalist, Arthur Delaney, HuffPost, coverage of cuts to Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program.
Finalist, Julia Airy, the DCist and DC Line, DC Emergency Response Coverage.
The winner, David Leventhal, the Center for Public Integrity, tracking Trump cash from White House to campaign trail.
All Divisions blog. The winner is Susan Ferris with the Center for Public Integrity for Immigration Decoded.
Our thanks to Randy Shostak, Sue Kopen-Katza, Steve Taylor, and Stephanie Overman. It is now my pleasure to present the Robert D.G. Lewis Watchdog Award, which goes to the Dateline Awards entry that best exemplifies journalism aimed at protecting the public from abuses by those who would betray the public trust. The award comes with a $1,000 prize, and the winner is Bethany Allen Ibrahimian, with reporting and data teams of the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists for China Cables Exposed, China's Operating Manuals for Mass Internment and Arrest by Algorithm. The online expose was produced in collaboration with the Associated Press, NBC News, the New York Times, Le Monde, El País, Irish Times, BBC, Australian Broadcasting Corporation, and CBC Radio Canada. The judges called China Cables one of the most impressive pieces of journalism in 2019, recognizing the team efforts of many reporters and media partners across multiple countries and languages. This investigative journalism effort detailed a first-of-its-kind glimpse into the massive internment camps holding hundreds of thousands of Muslim Uyghurs and other civilians. One judge called it an impressive use of records, source trust building, and shoe leather reporting on a delicate and dangerous situation with global implications, adding that the repercussions were almost immediate. Outrage spanned the globe, the judge noted, leading to both the U.S. Congress and European Parliament seeking sanctions against top Chinese officials, and U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo calling on the Chinese government to release all civilians detained. Once again this year, several aspiring journalists from this area hoping to pursue careers in journalism were again selected to receive scholarship assistance for the 2020 to 2021 academic term from the Sigma Delta Chi Foundation of Washington, the educational arm of SPJ DC. The scholarships, totaling $20,000, are funded with additional support from the Gridiron Club and Foundation, and with individual gifts to SDXDC from Journalism Education Advocates. The scholarship recipients were selected by a committee of journalists from a pool of area students who applied for the scholarships. Finalists were interviewed by the panel and questioned about their aspirations, journalism ethics, the First Amendment, and related topics. The scholarship committee was chaired by Darlene Superville. Serving with her were Reginald Stewart, Evelyn Sue, John Henry, Frank Quine, and Amy Fickling. The scholarship recipients are Kevin McNulty, a junior at the University of Maryland, Jasmine Boykin, a junior at the University of Maryland, Donovan Thomas, a junior at Howard University, Kayla Cade, a sophomore at George Mason University, and Lauren Galdiano, a senior at Marymount University. Kevin McNulty's scholarship includes a $1,000 award given annually by past SDXDC scholarship recipient Ira R. Allen. His award is designated for a University of Maryland student focused on reporting and writing for print and digital media. With a final word of congratulations to all of our honorees, we now conclude our awards presentation for 2020. This program was produced and directed by SPJ DC board member Dan Kubisky. I'm Jim Bohannon.